Okay, so in the previous video, we were able to learn how to actually create a database and actually query it and actually give it information, store tables inside of that of our database. That was basically what we did in our previous video by making use of this of our SQLite here, this SQLite guy. So in this video, we are going to do what is called encoding, because when it comes to that of the machine learning part, computer understands zeros and ones, so numbers. So it's always a good idea if your data are well arranged in that of zeros and ones. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove all this so we'll have a little bit of space on what we are doing. So let me open this of our data that we're currently working on. So where is that guy? This is actually, so okay, so this is the data that we're working on. You can see that this of our branch column, we have something like Port Harcourt, Lagos, Abuja, a whole lot of other ones. Also for that of the gender, we're also having for that of the what's it called, the male, the female, which was actually this particular column. So know that machine learning, there are no machine learning algorithms. Some machine learning algorithms out there cannot actually understand what they actually do, what actually Abuja stands for. But the best way to handle this is when we have to encode this. So before we do that, let me actually I'm going to make use of that of the branch. I'm going to print out some columns. I'm going to encode that of our branch. And we're going to do it in one of the method of encoding, which is actually called hot encoding. We're going to make use of pandas to achieve this. So let me actually just print out date, product line, and this branch is my target. So let me actually run it. Let's see what we have. Let me go down. Okay, so this is the branch, this is the branch, this is the Port Harcourt, Lagos. So remember that this data set is on my GitHub in case you're interested in it. And so the link is also in the description down below in case you're interested in checking it out. So I'm following up in this tutorial. So my interest is in this branch because I'm also on this product line too, but let's focus on branch 2. Let's focus on this of our, okay, let's focus on product line. So let me just remove this of our branch. Let us just focus on this product line. The date, let's leave the date like this. So the next we are going to do is actually create a new variable. You can call it df, as if we are trying to instantiate this of our data frame. So I'm going to make use of which is panda. PD stand for, as if we are calling pandas get underscore what dummies. If you don't understand these dummies in this video, so if you don't understand this type of encoding, I'm going to make a tutorial on this type of encoding. There are basically many ways encoding can be done, like this or that of the label encoding, hot encoding. There are a whole lot of them, but this label encoding and hot encoding are mainly the two type of encoding. Also that they are not that of normalizing, but we're also going to get to that. So what do I want to encode? I want to encode this of our data frame that we have. Remember that we're only interested in this of the 5 rows, and this is the data we're interested in. So we're going to set, I want to encode what I'm going to set my colon. So which colon do I want to encode? I want to encode this of our product line. So I'm just going to copy this of our product line. That's what I'm interested in encoding. Just as simple as this. So let me print our data frame. Let's see what we have here. So data type get dummy miss one require position. Okay, so I need to give it a data, and data can set the data I'm giving it is going to be our data frame, which is this entire bunch of guys. So it's not must set this data, but let's just set it. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let me drag this up. Let's notice something, that this was our date, our product line. I can see it now have something like product line jeans, product line rice, product line shoe. What actually happens here is that since when it comes to that of our data frame, these are our lines, so which are our jeans, rice, and this of our shoe, they actually I can say they're actually a kind of test. We can see that kind of label. So what this guy actually did was just to convert it to 0 and 1. This signifies that jeans is 0, and our rice is 1, and our shoe is 4. So you can think of it in this way that, okay, let me explain this, and then I'm going to convert it to that of integer so we can actually understand what we're actually doing. So what actually happened here is that it created a new column. Each of those of the of the category that exists in this of our product line. I actually created a separate column for them, and then it tried to say that it's trying to examine that, oh, if they exist, like in a situation whereby if it's this of our product line that we got initially, the gene what we actually got for this of the date was actually rice that was there. Then after that, rice follows, and then the next one was this shoe, and then after that we'll have the jeans. Okay, let me just print it out. Let's see what we have. So let me just print out I'm going to print out the data frame before the encoding was actually done. Let's see it here in more broad detail. Remember that this of the date, this our 0101, what we had, the product line was rice. That means the rice is going to be set to true. Second was actually rice was trying to get to be true. That like I was trying to explain, as these shoes was actually trying to say that shoes exist here, and this was actually for that of jeans. Like as if we are trying to say that we created a different column, that because if we don't do this, we cannot feed machine learning any algorithm this rice shoe and jeans. There's some machine learning like that of LGB and gradient booster which can help us to do some of this thing, but there's like that of linear regression cannot able to handle this. So with this, you can see that when we encode this, we are not getting kind of a true or false. For us to actually turn it to zeros and one, basically simple. What we are going to do here is we are going to say as type. We are going to set it to what? Inside we are going to set int to know that I want to turn it to int. So let's actually run this and see what we have. Okay, we got this error, valid error, literal for int with base. Okay, what we actually did here, we try to convert everything, all of the data to that of integer. So what we are basically going to do, we are not going to remove all our data. So we are going to give our get dummy some partial columns to actually focus on. Since we're interested in this product line, what we are going to do is just try to give it setting our data frame. We're going to call our data frame that particular column. We're going to give it a particular column to actually focus on. That particular column that it focused on, we're going to turn it to integer. Remember that you can put the amount of column you want by putting braces by the side, and then let's run this and see whether this fixes our problem. Okay, as we can see down here that it turned to that of 0 and 1. Let me move this up. Rather than that of the true and false that we have seen earlier, you can see that this rice beans, you can see that here signified that rice was present on this date, and then here was actually that the rice was still after present. We can try to merge these two data frames, one that was being created and the original one. We can merge both of them, and then we can properties of the product line, so we can actually get it beautified. But I just want us to understand the concept behind this thing. This is like actually a particular colon on its own that is saying that is jeans available. It's just like saying that see jeans was picked on this day, jeans was picked on here, and then 0 signifies no, and then the 1 signifies yes. Like we can see on this date that we have here, the rice was present, jeans, there was no jeans, there was no shoe, there here was only rice, and then here was only that of the shoe. Like you can see here other ones were jeans. You can see that this was one of the best way that we can do this. And also that of the label encoding. The label encoding, when we get to that label encoding, I'm going to explain it a little bit more. But if you find this, you're still getting this get dummies, so I can see one hot encoding complicated, just let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to assist you on that. I'll do my best to make a video that can explain this if this was not really helpful. So I'll be happy to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.